Hello and welcome to Luke Goes Outdoors. Today we're in Pembrokeshire and in this video I'm going to be kayaking, spearfishing, snorkeling and just exploring around this wonderful Welsh county. Let's go, shall we? I'm going to be camping in my micro camper for 3 days, exploring hidden forts, secluded islands and much more. So come along. Right now I need to get to my campsite, so that's where we're going to head. We're getting close to the campsite now. Thought I'd show you around the camper we're going to be staying in for the next 3 days. At first sight it might not look like much, but there is enough to live on. Lots of goodies in the fridge. Little table, little flat space just to use. Now here is the bed. This folds out. Some of that comes down and you've got a nice bed. Enough in there. Got the bedding in the back. Got all my storage back here. Me essentials. Got the chocolate. So this will be the base and allows you to get a view like this. However, we're not going to be slumming it on the side of the road, as I don't get peace of mind there. A couple of miles up we got a campsite ready to go, so let's get there. This is the cooking setup, as you can see, and tonight it's burgers, so let's get them on. Oh, I cannot wait. I am starving. One thing I have forgot is tomato sauce, but at this point I'm not really fussed. Not a bad way to start off this trip. Even got running water. Good morning. Right. Well, one thing I know is I am hungry. What a beautiful breakfast this is. Let's have a try, shall we? Today it's all about getting in the water. It's a little bit windy, so we'll see how the conditions are. Let's wash up, let's get going. The water is very murky. I've come around to this rocky beach and I think I'm going to swim back round. I might have a few more practice dives. Not a bad view though. Nice and warm in my wetsuit. Only thing I'm catching at the minute is seaweed. There is supposed to be spider crabs in this area as well, so we're going to keep our eye out. I'm not sure I'd see one before he took my finger off, to be honest. today. Right, now it's time to get dry. Oh, they are brave. But that's enough of Stackpole Quay. I think let's get out of here. Let's get back to camp. I pulled over and I found this wonderful footpath. Pembrokeshire has turned me into a caveman. Well, would you look at that? Stops on a random side of a road. That's Pembrokeshire for you. Some friends turning up. It's windy today, isn't it? Steak and eggs. Ooh. Can't get better than that. Would you look at that? Beautiful steak. Look at the crust on them eggs. Just look at that medium round this bit. Just lovely. Tomorrow I'm gonna need my strength because we're going out in the kayak. We are in Wales after all, and my favourite when I come to Wales, Welsh cakes. So we have Welsh cakes and some melted frozen blueberries. Well, would you look at that? One of the best Welsh cakes I've ever had. Look at that beauty. It was so good they didn't even make it to the plate. Taking a look at the weather tomorrow, I think it's going to be a get up early and go paddling. So I'm going to have a quiet night, read a little, listen to an audiobook, try and get to bed early. Let's get up and at it. My new creation. Sausage and black pudding in a bun. Let's see how it goes. And over there is our destination. Luckily, it's pretty calm today. Oh, that was a bigger one. Hey, finally, we're on the water. Hug the left coast and head round, and I think there may be a beach somewhere for a little stop off. That's where we're heading. Ooh, I hope the camera picked that up. Did a little hop in the dive. I'm pretty sure that's the beach. Now let's hope the landing's going to be alright. Otter. Or is it a stick? That stick looked like an otter for a minute. Huh? For a minute I thought it was an otter. Looks a lot like one. I don't know if they got them in this area. I think they do. Right, let's get on. Oh, that was a little bit of a lift on that wave. Gonna sit here for a little bit, get me strength back up. As we're going, because there's something else I want to see. It's not a bad little beach. Just stop and have a bit of lunch, is that? Beautiful Pembrokeshire, beautiful. Wait for the wave. Yeah. Seaweed. Right, let's just get out past. Get out past. Oh, this is a big one. Oh. Bunch of water in the cockpit, but we got out, we didn't roll over, so that's pretty good. We're sealed in, praise the Lord. Oh, there's a big rock underneath me there. I thought I was far out. Got Pembroke Dock, and then, as if in a time capsule, Stack Rock Fort. To see it in real life, unbelievable. Stack Rock Fort. Wow. Would you look at that? Wow. This fort was first made in the 1850s to defend against Napoleon III and to protect Pembroke Dock, which was a Royal Navy dockyard until 1926. This fort was originally armed with 4 guns, including 3 32-pounders. However, in the same decade, a revolutionary arms race began. In 1859, the French created the first ocean-going ironclad warship. They called it the Gloire, French for glory. This rendered the fort's defences inadequate and the Royal Navy dockyard vulnerable. As a result, advancement was necessary. The fort was significantly expanded, its new design encasing the original tower, transforming Stack Rock into the mighty fortress we see today, not only increasing in stature but troop capacity. It now had the capability to house 152 men, including 4 officers, and most importantly, firepower. It now bristled with 23 state-of-the-art rifle muzzle loading guns. Stack Rock now possessed the power necessary to stop any enemy ship and give security to the Royal Navy dockyard and this important estuary. In World War I it was also used for anti-ship mines all across this channel and had a lesser amount of soldiers, but still had 12-pounder guns. This is a beast of a fort, built on the rock. But I better get going before the tide changes. Paddling backwards, the view's so good. Well, it seems this county has a rich history as well. I can see the car, finally. Riding waves there. Surfing. Oh. Here's a test to see how tired I am. So off me. I don't know if you can hear that, 2 big bangs just went off. And you can hear it flying through the air. That is a bit creepy, that is. Let's go on. And he's on the machine gun again. Seems like they're trying to hit the machine gunner. The sounds of Pembrokeshire. The peaceful county of Pembrokeshire. Most of the time. Right, my tea's getting cold. Lovely, bacon and beans. Tasting good right now. This camper is pretty cozy, to be honest. I can just lie down for a bit, relax. I'm very happy with that. The cooking's going great. I've got all my food in the cooler. I can change in and out alright. And the bed's not bad either. Pretty comfy. A beautiful egg as well. It's me cooking as good as it looks. Perfectly medium rare. Tiny bit of pink, tiny bit. That is perfectly cooked. What great luck I have, because it certainly wasn't skill. Right, there's only one way to end this, and that is with some more Welsh cakes. And to a perfect day, the perfect pudding. Let's not forget the blueberries. Like blueberry pancakes, but butterier and nicer. Let's see if they can live up to yesterday's standards. Warm, sweet, with that Welsh cake creaminess almost of the butter. Let's have another one. Speechless. That might have just been the perfect day in Pembrokeshire. Wow, the artillery or the tanks woke me up this morning. I better get up. Looks like it's going to be a sunny day. The sun's shining, the birds are singing. Let's make some breakfast. Right, well, we've had a great time at the site. It's been a beautiful site. I'll put the link down to it in the description below. But it's time to leave, and we're going somewhere special today. So, let's go. Found a little footpath. Let's go and check it out, shall we? This footpath is open, but the explosions just got a bit louder, so it must be getting close. The base is Castle Martin, and they've obviously got tanks, which we heard driving around, artillery. They do a lot of exercises, scheduled multiple weeks this summer, so it's a very active base. Let's hope the MOD marked the zone. Bangs are getting louder. I don't know if you can hear the impacts in the atmosphere from the shells. Definitely hear the bangs, I think. I believe that's the impact. They've been shot from the east behind me. Today we're going to be getting ferries to islands, photographing wildlife, and learn about some medieval history. So it's going to be a good one. Well, there we go. The red flag, the live firing range. Well, that's as close as we're going to get today to the Castle Martin military training zone. Whew. They woke me up this morning, but I'll forgive them because it's a nice sunny day and I don't have much choice in the matter, to be honest. Right, let's get back to my car because today we are going to Tenby. Well, what are we doing in Tenby? Well, there's the answer. We're going out to Caldey Island. An island famous for its monastery, its wildlife and its stunning views. Let's go, shall we? There's a lovely Tenby. Getting pretty close now. We can get towed in by a tractor. Thank you guys. Island now. Have a look at that beach. There's a wonderful chorus of birds. The beaches are gorgeous. And now that I'm away from the dock, it's pretty quiet and peaceful too. There we see a red squirrel. Wow, little red squirrel. Can't believe how cute he was. I'm used to the grey ugly ones. Well, welcome to this wonderful island. This island has been used by monasteries dating back to the 6th century when a Celtic monastery was established. However, the last 1500 years have brought many changes to this island. Currently, the Cistercian order owns, farms and worships on Caldey Island. This year, being their 100th anniversary. Let's go have a look, shall we? These buildings are just amazing. This church was built in 1910 by the Benedictine monks who lived here. This island is farmed and looked after by the monastery. They still farm almost 300 acres to this day, with their main products being beef and milk. Saint Samson, the patron saint of Caldey. He was a monk here in the 5th and 6th century. He later became a missionary and also the Bishop of Dol. Right now I'm in St. David's Church, and as a swallow flies by, these stone foundations date back to the 12th century, when the Normans were here. This is the old mill. It was built by the Normans in the 12th century. So this is the old priory, almost 1,000 years old. Wow, this is the oldest Catholic church in England and Wales that is still in worship, dating back to the 13th or 14th century. By the 9th century, due to raids from the Danes and time, monasticism fell dim. This was until 1131, when King Henry I gave this island to Martin of Tyran, one of the conqueror's men. He resumed monasticism on this island, and the Norman Benedictines settled here. These buildings date back to the 13th or 14th century, when the Norman Benedictines were here. In the 1530s, however, a twist came. King Henry VIII banned monasticism throughout England and Wales. So many twists and turns that this island has been through. In 1906, Anglican Benedictines bought this island, and in 1910 they built the wonderful abbey and surrounding buildings. In 1913 the Anglicans converted to Catholicism, and then in 1925 sold the island to the Cistercians, who continue to manage this island to this day. This island showcases the history of the church, monasticism in England and Wales. It shows the turbulence, the ups and downs, twists and turns that our isles have seen. However, the church still remains to this day. house was built in 1829 and is the site of an old chapel as well. I better get a move on now. I'm on the wrong side of the island and I only got an hour to get back before the last boat goes. But I'm not worried. This is the Lord's Island. So, I'm strolling. Only joking, he's only turning around. We made it, baby! Just in time. What a perfect day for this perfect trip in perfect Pembrokeshire. I have a final message for you. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe for more. And peace be with you.